Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Laney's Beads and Bliss. I'm Laney, and today, you guys, we have a little fun. I have received some mail. So what I did, I was looking out on CGC Treasures. That is a lady that does beads. She does bags. She's got some beautiful stuff. But I was able to get one of her stash builder clearance bundles. So if you guys want, I'm going to take you with me so we can go through it and see what we got. All right, guys, here we go. So it comes in this wonderful organza bag, right? Love these bags. They can be reused. So let's see what we got. So first of all, let's see. This is a surprise stash builder bag. They are designed to help build your bead stash with a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors of beads. Surprise bags are a random mixture of full strands, loose beads, and components to help accomplish this task. My hope is they will be a welcome addition to your collection and inspire creativity. Thank you for supporting my store. I am eternally grateful and wish happy beading adventures to you. Sincerely, Gina. How nice. So there's no list in here telling what any of this stuff is, but we are going to look at everything in this bag. So here we go. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to tell you what all this stuff is. The only thing that I can do is ooh and ah, because honey, a lot of this stuff in here is pretty, okay? All right, so let's go through our stash builder bag, and I will leave a link in the comments about how you can get you one. All right, so here's our first item. Loving it already. Look at those babies. Twinkle, twinkle, winkle, winkle. This looks like it's a Q bead, and it's in a smoky, maybe topaz color, but it's also got, oh, just the sparkle. So pretty. Yep, I can make something with that. As you guys know, I love a little bling in my life. Alright, and we have another set of Q beads, but these are actually a milky crystal, kind of white. Sorry guys, I hit the camera. Just want you to be able to see. She's got some beautiful stuff. Definitely can make some pretty things with these. Yes and yes. All right. These look like some little oblong beads. I don't think you could call these rice beads because rice beads are a little bit more tapered at the end. But these are pretty too. Look at those colors in there. Focus. Focus. There we go. So it's got a little purple, a little peach, some clear ones. Looks like it has an AB finish on it. Very nice. All right. So these look like a teardrop type bead. This is a glass bead. These are teardrop. They're in a blue. Very pretty. Could definitely do something with that. Now guys, I want to say this stash builder was like $30, I think. But you get quite a bit of stuff. Alright, we have these little stones here. And guys, if you stay with me, after I unbox this, I'm gonna make something. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but we're gonna make something. Alright, and these are just a little strand of beads. These look to be about 5mm bead. It looks like a peach type color. Is that coming through for you guys, peach? Very cute. Now I don't know if all the stash builder things are the same. I saw one person open one and I think she had some stuff that I don't have, and maybe I have some stuff that she doesn't have. Well, these are cute. These are like a rose gold little rice bead. Could probably be used, you know, as a spacer or something like that. Those are pretty. Focus. Nice. And basically the purpose of this bag is to just, you know, have some things to build your stash. All right. Well, these are sparkly little babies. These are probably 4mm, and they are not. They're not a round bead. They're faceted, of course, but they just got that little sparkle, and they're in that same family, color family as the cubes. See, probably would look nice together as an offset. These would even look nice in between maybe these white ones. We'll see. I'm gonna get all the strands out of the way first, and then we'll look at what's in the little bags. You guys, these are pretty. Oh, look at these babies. You see those? Ooh. So these are a round bead, kind of like these. Same type situation, but blue. All right. Now I did see the person that did their unboxing did get some of these. And these are super, super cute. Oh my goodness. So I don't know how they're showing up on camera. To me, they look a little bit blue, but really it's a teal color. Can you guys see? But it's got some edging on it. Those are super cute. Yeah, I like. Alright, let me fix my camera. Alright, see if I have any more strands. I think that's all the strands. So now we'll look at what's in our little packages. So, ooh, these are some little barrel beads. Super shiny, beautiful. Have that AB coating on those. So pretty. I have some of these in a larger size and in some different colors. So I might be making something with these too. Very pretty. Let's move some of this stuff up just a little bit so we'll have room for our other things. Alright, and it looks like we've got some Czech glass flowers. Excuse me, leaves. How about some leaves? Look at those. Looks like they have some Picasso wash with a gold wash or something on there. Very pretty, you guys. It's a nice little colorway right there. Ooh. You guys, I am loving these balls that we're getting. They're beads, but they're so ornate. Look at the cap on there. Look at the pattern going around the side. The little crystals in there. So pretty for a focal. Yes? Or yes? I have a blue one. I think I have a green one. Maybe I'll just collect these because I like looking at them. I just think they're so pretty. Alright. We also have a locket. That is cute. Little locket. You can put a picture in there. There's the back of it. Here's the front. There's a little flower motif on here. Very nice. Okay. And guys, I cannot wait. My haul for Black Friday from you know where, BBB, B-Box Bargains, is being shipped. I cannot wait. And I saw the sneak peek for December's box. Oh, if you guys don't have one, you need to get one. Oh my goodness. All right. So these are some little Czech glass flowers. It almost looks in the camera to me like they have a blue hue, but they really don't. These are a creamy white with a gold wash. Super cute. I'm really starting to love those little flowers. Oh, and woe is me. I thought I was done with my strands, but I found one. Look at this tiny little strand. I don't know what this is, but I tell you, it looks to be table cut. It might be Czech glass table cut, but it's blue and it's cute. Look at the variance in those beads. Look at this one as opposed to this one. This one's a little bit more plain. This one has got some cute stuff going on right there. Okay. That is a tiny strand, but I'll take it. Might make a nice accent in something. Alright, we have these crystals. They are faceted. They have a little sparkle. These look to be about 8mm, I would guess. I didn't measure, but I would guess. What did I get? Oh! Here's some more of them. Okay, I think those are the same. I don't really see a difference. but they were in a different bag. But it's okay. I love blue. I'll take it. You know? Because what are we doing? Building our stash, finding our bliss. That's what we're doing. Oh, I got another locket. Looks to be the same. So guys, that's how you build your stash. You buy more than one of something. If you use one, you'll still have one. Alright, and we got some little leaf charms, it looks like, in silver. Yep, these are cute. Make nice charms for bracelets or earrings or whatever you like to put leaves on. And this is the fun part about this, guys. No two beaders have the same beads, right? But sometimes if you guys subscribe to some of the same things we subscribe to, we'll get some of the same things. And when we're making things together, you guys can have the same beads that we have. Look at that prettiness right there. That is so pretty. It's got a flower and some crystals in here. That is so pretty. You guys think so? This even got a little sparkle on it. I like it. We'll put him over here. So also, guys, we got these little pendants. It's a shell. It's a golden shell with a pearl in it. How cute. That's very fun. Put that in a design some way. Might make a cute little understated necklace. Just put that on a piece of chain and you have a necklace. Yes. Alright. And we have, whoops. This is a flower pendant. This is what it looks like at the bottom. But you can hang it off chain. Or you could wire wrap this with some crystals around here. Make it look fancy. Maybe a thought. Alright, there's that little baby. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? We have some tennis rackets. Charms. Ooh, these are very light but cute. If you have a sports enthusiast in your life, here you go. You can put some tennis rackets in their jewelry. This might make like a cool, like if you put them in a necklace, kind of like this, for your dangles and have some beads going in between. That would be cute, right? That's so funny. Tennis rackets. Who would have thunk it? Alright, what are these things here? Well, guys, I don't have a clue in the world what these are. They're not rivets, are they? No? I might have to take a little deeper dive and a closer look to see what these are. I have no idea. That is terrible. Let me put my eyes on, y'all. Do you guys know what the world this is? So maybe it's something you can hang a dangle on? Oh no, somebody might have to help me with this one. Because I didn't see the other person that I saw do their unboxing. I didn't see they got any of those. Alright guys. Let me bring you guys up just a little. Alright, so this is a pendant. Looks like it's got some little crystals in here. I don't know that they're cubic zirconia, but they're definitely some little crystals in there. That's the front. It's got this raised heart in the middle. That's cute. There's the back. Okay, pendant. Cute. And it looks like we got some bead caps. Huge ones. Okay, yep, these are bead caps. I got one lonely flower, and the rest of them look like these leaves. How funny. They gave me one. But it's a clearance and it's a stash builder. So who's complaining? We can find a use for everything we've got, right? Alright. So we got these. Alright, we also got some toggle clasps in silver color. Six, 7, 8, and 10. Alright, there are 10 sets of these rope toggle clasps. Nice size for bracelets. Yes. And the bars. Very good. We can always use toggle clasps. Extra toggle clasps. Alright. And there is one more thing, you guys. Excuse me. Look at these. Now, these are absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how I missed these at the beginning, but will you take a look at these? They are crystals. They are not truly round. These, excuse me, these are rondelles, you guys, and they are gorgeous. I was bummed because the last treasure bags that Gina did, I was not able to get one because I had not signed up to be notified when they were coming out, so I didn't know. And I'm telling you, those 2 bundles that she did were phenomenal. I'm telling you right now, they were beautiful. I was so upset. But I did get my Black Friday from B-Box Bargains, so I am also now signed up for Gina's emails so that I know when she's putting out a new bag. And she does it like every other month. So, it's probably going to be January before she does it again. But very pretty. To round out our stash builder bag. Alright, so thank you guys for being with me for this part. If you stay tuned, we're going to figure out something we can make with this. Alright, be right back. Alright everybody, I am back. So, I found us a little pattern that we can use to make a pretty little bracelet, and we're going to make a pair of earrings to go with it using the things that we got in our stash builder. So, this is kind of how I laid out my little bracelet pattern, and I am going to, of course, bead bug one in because I don't want my things falling off. So one of the first things that I use, I do subscribe to the Dollar Bead Club, or excuse me, to the Dollar Bead Box. And every month these little Czech glass beads come in there. There are strands. There are usually 4 strands of 4mm and 4 strands of 3mm, right? And I thought these were so pretty to go with this particular color palette that I'm going with. I'm also using some of those little round crystal beads, some of the green and blue. These are so pretty, you guys. It's green. It looks kind of blue, doesn't it? But on this side, there's some blue as well. Very pretty. It's got some little gold on the edge. You guys see that? Yep. I'm also using some of the square beads that had that little shimmer on them. They're so pretty. I think they just look so rich and so decadent. Out of my stash, I did pull out a few bead caps. Okay, I'm gonna use a couple bead caps just to give it a little pop of color. And basically that's all we're using, guys. So let's go ahead and string this up. All right, and I am actually going to raise you guys up off this a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so let's start our blissful beading, shall we say? Little teeny tiny things, I love them. And then when we get finished with this, we're gonna make a pair of earrings to go with it. Yep. So, how you guys been today? When I did my unboxing, it was about 4:30 in the morning. For some reason, I couldn't sleep, so I got up and I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and start my video anyway, so that when I got off this evening, I could finish up. So it is 8 hours or more later. I actually had to work over today. There's a lot going on at the job, ladies. You know how that is sometimes, right? So I'm also using some of these little crystals that came in the box. These are pretty too. They've got that kind of gold looking color to them. All right, bead cap. I'll put another little round bead. I think this is going to turn out so pretty. And guys, you know, I like to do extravagant bracelets and things sometimes. You guys saw that. Maybe you saw that 3-strand bracelet that I did with the purple box, right? The purple bargain bead box, Winterberry Wishes. But sometimes, guys, I just like something simple. And the other video that I did where I showed you guys how I made the gifts for my friends, I made them single strand bracelets because you don't want to overwhelm people, right? Right? Yes. But I really got good feedback from them. I guess, you know, nobody wanted to hurt my feelings and say, ew. But why would they? Those were cute bracelets, right? If you guys haven't seen that one, go watch that video. Let me know what you think. I had put a message in the comments asking you guys to vote on which one you liked the best, but maybe nobody saw that part. So if you go to that video and look in the description, I have them numbered out so you guys can vote on which one you liked best. I think that would be fun. I'd like to know what you guys think. We're going to have a whole community here together and, you know, let each other know what we're doing and how we're doing, and if you like it, if you don't like it. As I told you guys, I can take constructive criticism because that's how we learn and that's how we grow. Yes? But there's no need to be mean. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But we can say things like that nicely, can't we? Yes. Everything is not for everybody. Alright, so I'm just going through my pattern here. This is what we've got so far. Isn't she cute? I love it. Okay. Alright. Got a little more to go here. I've been making some pretty long videos, so I'm trying to make this one pretty quick. You guys can watch it. Maybe get some, maybe get some ideas. Maybe get yourselves one of those stash builder bags. And I'll tell you, I was so upset when I saw somebody unbox CGC Treasures last box that they did, because it was so beautiful. I was just like, I cannot believe that I missed out on that. But I didn't get notified because I wasn't part of her email list. But you can best believe I am now, ladies. Yes, I am. All right, so now this is our strand. This is how I have decided to string this up. So we are going to get our crimp tubes so we can close this baby up. Boop. So I'll just shake out a couple here. We only need 2. 1 for each end. I've already got my jump rings and I've got my clamshell connectors. And if you guys are tired of watching me make bracelets, just say so. I can make other stuff, you know. I do lots of stuff. I make pins and keychains and all kinds of fun stuff. And I will be incorporating some of that in as we're going forward. Because there's nothing new under the sun, but there might be new things that you haven't seen. Yes? Or yes? Yes. All right, so we've got our clamshell connector on here. Now we'll go ahead and do our other side. Whoa, did you guys see that? That thing flew all the way across the table. It said bloop. Fun, fun, fun. Always a fun day with Laney, right? All right, let's open this up just a little bit more. And as I said, we always want gravity to do its job because we don't want stiff jewelry. But guys, I am using this Bead-A-Lon 7-strand beading wire. Okay, that's what I'm using. So let's get in here and grab our crimp tube. We'll grab the end of our bracelet. We'll just make sure there's a little space in there, but not too much. And we squeeze. Like so. Squeeze it. Squeeze it, squeeze it. I told you guys, if you have frustration, make some jewelry. You can squeeze stuff and smash stuff and not go to jail. Okay? All right. We don't want to go to jail. All right. So now we are able to put on our jump rings with, now for this side with my lobster claw, I am going to do a smaller jump ring. I believe this is probably a 4mm jump ring. And this one is a 5mm jump ring. We want to put a little larger jump ring on the other end because this is what our clasp is going to hook to, and we want to make sure there's plenty of room for that to happen. Okay. So, all right, let's get this one open. And you guys, let me tell you, I have got a big old bead haul coming up as soon as I get it, Beadbox Bargains had their Black Friday sale, and Laney was in line. Do you hear me? I was right there waiting for her to drop the goods. I got on there and I got my order in. And when I get it, I'm coming to you guys so you can see what I got. And it is a lot. It's going to be another big one. So stay tuned for that. I'm so excited. There is some really pretty things in there. And there's some things that I just need. Really, Jump Ring? What are you doing? Uh-oh. Laney didn't put on her glasses. That's what, y'all. Laney did not put on her glasses. All right. So now we can close her up right here. And do a little work hardening on our jump ring because we can. And guys, I usually make a dangle. I might make one here before we go. But that is our bracelet, you guys. Isn't she gorgeous? I love the blue and the little sparkly with the touch of the gold. Do you guys like her? I think she's pretty. I think this would work nicely for the holiday because there's a little bling in there. There's a little blue in there. But then we have these rich tones of this gold and it just looks like coffee and cream. I just love it. How about you guys? Leave me a message in the comments. You guys have been commenting and I just love it. I love it that you guys are finding my channel fun and seeing all the things. And I do try to bring the comic relief because jewelry making sometimes can be frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. It can be, especially when you're trying to do something and you can't get it to work. It happens. It happens. But we're gonna make this earring. So this is what I came up with for our earring. I made one just to save us some time. So I'll kind of tell you what the components are. So for this one, I found these little posts. Okay, these are post earring pieces. And I then made the dangle, put the dangle on, and then I made another dangle for the end. So we're going to put that all together and see how cute she is. She's going to hang pretty. She's going to look pretty on your ear. Yes. All right, so let's put that together. So to make our earring, we need a head pin and we need an eye pin. Head pin. It's got a ball on it. Eye pin. It's got an eye on it. Got a little loop on there. All right. So let's make our dangle first. So for our dangle, we are using some little seed beads. These are in gold. Let's see. These are in gold. We have a couple bead caps, just like we did on the other one. These are the same ones that are in our bracelet because sometimes I like matchy-matchy. I like matchy-matchy. And then we have one of our little blue-green stones. We have another of our little round crystals here and one of our larger crystals. And then we have our post guy. Here's our post. This is what it looks like with nothing on it. If you'll see right here is the hole. Focus, focus. Do you guys see the hole? Right here is the hole that we can put our loop in. For some reason this camera's not wanting to focus. There it goes. So there's our hole right there. Okay. Let's do this. All right, we're making our dangle first. So we've got our little seed bead. We're going to start with that. I like to have a little seed bead on the bottom just to make sure that nothing falls off. These head pins can be tiny. And if you have a bead with a larger hole, sometimes they can fall off. So just be mindful of that. All right, and then we're going to put on our little green thing, our little green stem, and we're going to put one of our other little crystal beads, and then we're going to top that off with another seed bead. So that's that. Now I am going to make a simple loop on this. So I am just going to flip this over like so. Then I'm going to use my cutters and cut that off. Laney, stay in frame, please, please, please. So I'm gonna get in here and cut this off. Try to hold the wire so that it doesn't fly across the room or in your eye or anything like that. All right. So now I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and guys, I am getting ready to get me a new set. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be, but it's going to be soon, and I'm super excited because I have had these pliers for a very, 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 very long time. And it is time to upgrade. Now these Zircon pliers, these puppies are expensive and they are good. I love them. But they do cost a little more than your run-of-the-mill pliers. And you'll see, I'm just tapping on this, just trying to make this a little bit stronger because this is a thinner gauge of wire. And normally I would not do just a regular loop on this. I would do a wrap loop with this. But for our purposes today, we are going to pretend like this is a strong head pin. All right. So we've got our dangle. We're just going to leave that open because we're going to hang it on the end of our head pin. All right. Let me get you guys back up here so I can stop going out of frame for Pete's sake. All right. So for the top part of our earring, I'm going to go ahead again and start with the seed bead. Now you see how big that hole is? If I had put this on that head pin, it would have fallen right off. But if you have a seed bead on there, it will stay. All right. So here is our little crystal. I think that is just so pretty. That crystal is so pretty. All right, and then our little seed bead. Now for this one, I am going to have to make a regular loop as well because we have to attach it to our post. And you cannot connect a wrap loop to a post easily. I mean, I'm sure you could, but do you want Laney to try it and see what happens? But I didn't do the other one. I'll do that another time. We'll play. Okay. So, but for now, let's go ahead and just do our regular loop. And guys, I will probably end up remaking these with stronger head pin or do my wrap loops where I need to. Well, that was horrible. Look how ragged that cut is. Look at that. Ew. Let's try again. There we go. Well, yep, I've got new pliers coming. New cutters. Heavens to Betsy. Alright, so let's roll this beautiful bean footage. No, I'm kidding. Let's roll up our loop. Alright, we got our loop. And we're going to work harden it a little bit. Alright, and I'll tell you another thing. Laney likes to make earrings that don't hang in a particular manner, because sometimes it's hard to figure that out. Sometimes I have to take stuff apart to make sure that it's hanging the right way if I don't get it the first time. And guys, if you don't get it perfect the first time, try and try again. Just don't give up. not giving up is where we find our bliss. When we're at the end of the day and we've accomplished what we want to accomplish. Yes and yes. All right. So there we go. She's on our little pin here. All right. So now I'm going to take this one, get my beads back on there. Let me grab my loop because I opened it, remember, so that I could hang it on the end of this. So we've got it here, and we're going to close it down. Tap, tap, tap a couple times. All right, and there is our earring, you guys. Do you love them? I think they are so pretty. Let's go ahead and put our ear nut on there. These came with them. Okay. So there we go, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed making our little necklace project with our tiny bead haul today. And I want to thank you guys for being with me. I said I was going to make a dangle, didn't I? I did. All right, let's do it. So I'm just going to use a couple of these little round beads and one of my green ones. I'll just keep it all in the family. Why not? All right. Find your hole, Laney. Okay. Now this one, guys, I am going to make a wrap loop on because we're going to put this on with a jump ring. All right. So I'm just going to take my pliers, sit them right here like so. Get as close to that bead as I can. And then I'm going to just flip it over like that. Okay. Just like we were if we were going to make a regular wrap loop. Then I'm going to take my loop making pliers and I am going to put it to the size that I want my loop to be. Okay, so I've got it right here. I'm just going to bring it over the top like so. Okay, and then turn my plier 90 degrees, bring that wire around. Okay, and we have our loop. Now, I am right-handed, so I need to move this over into this hand, and I'm going to use my pliers to wrap this so that I can do it as neatly as possible. Yes. And I'll make as many wraps as I need to just to try to keep it stable. That looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and I'll cut that off. As close as I can. It didn't go flying, thank you goodness. Alright, so now I'll just need to burnish this down a little bit because you see this piece of wire is sticking up just a little bit. Can you guys see that? That wire is sticking out just a little bit. Focus, camera. Can you see that? That little teeny tiny piece of wire right there will cause somebody to get scratched and be irritated. And we do not want that. Especially if we're making it for ourselves. I'm just kidding. If we're making it for someone else, guys. If we're making it for someone else. But this one's going to be for me because I just love it. Alright, can I feel it? Nope, I think we're good. Let's see. I can still see it, so I'm going to try to burnish it around there. There we go. Alright, let me get my jump ring. Got my little jump rings. I'm going to get kind of a bigger one because that's a 5mm one. Alright. Open that up. And we'll take our little dangle and hook it right on there. And we will hook it right on the side. right here, because what I want it to do, I want it to be able to move 360 degrees at a time, no matter what position the bracelet is in. Whoop. All right, let's get it together. Okay, we're good. And see, now she'll move like so. See, I don't even need sound effects in my video. I can do them myself. You guys are so much fun. All right, let me see if I can get this puppy on so you can see what she looks like. Give me just 1 second. All right, it only took 20 minutes, but here it is. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you like? I think she's very pretty. And I have one on from one of the ones that I made the other day. No, they don't go together, but I did make that one too. There she goes. Beautiful. Again, thank you guys so much for being with me. I appreciate you. Please go sign up for the Facebook page, Laney's Beads and Bliss. And you can also sign up to get the newsletter, which will be coming out this month. Okay, so I'm going to have some tips and some tricks, and we're going to do some bead education and all kinds of things. I look forward to seeing all of you guys over there. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.